This is Up for Debate, episode number 254, recorded May 11th, 2023. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Up for Debate, the debate podcast that is interested in finding true love. I'm Sean Jennings, joined as always by everybody's favorite daddy. It is Matt Mariani. Hello, Matt.
Up for Debate is up for dad dates
Hey!
tonight.
There you, Matt is you are tonight. Such a hot streak for this guy. He's a comedy genius.
I guess. I don't know. I'm so tired. I'm just saying things, and they're all sounding good. I have you can't see it on my end, on your end, but on my end, I've changed my name on here to Don't Date Daddy. A little
Very
riff
clever.
on the classic board game from the 90s, Don't Wake Daddy. It's a dad-themed episode. Because why? Tell them why, Sean.
Well, somehow March Matt-ness has turned into Matt-ness. Or I think I might have called it March May-ness or Matt May-ness. I don't know. We're still working on the title. Matt, my nightmare will never end. We're back for yet another text-based adventure game, dating simulators. Last week we met the dads. This week we're going to date the dads of the game Dream Daddy. Now, Matt, anything you'd like to recap for the folks at home who may not have heard or watched last week's episode?
On the last episode of Up for Debate, we started off Dream Daddy. We made our Dream Daddy. We crafted him. We named. Do you remember his name?
Yes, it was Elron.
Elron Man King.
Elron Man King. And
our daughter. We're a single dad, right? We have our daughter. And Amanda Man King, and we are looking for love because we had ourselves a dream daddy, but tragically they passed away, right? So we need to replace our dream daddy with a new husband, and Amanda is about to go away to college, so we're going to be experiencing that empty nest lifestyle for a bit, and I think that we are cruising for some daddies. Did we we've officially met all of the candidates, correct, to choose?
Yes, all six daddies we have met. Let's see. You want to go down? I'll go down the list here with you.
We've got
ready?
six daddies in the baggie. Okay, so we've got.
Do you remember? First up,
I'm terrible with names, but I remember.
I cheated. I have
who
notes,
they are.
So.
Okay. So let me just. So the first person we met was the overachieving dad, who was the proud dad of the very overachieving daughter, who's around or a bit younger than Amanda, our daughter, and we met him in like a dog park, I think.
He owned a corgi. Yes,
and we had a Pokemon battle.
Ryan.
I actually really enjoyed the Pokemon style battle that we had of like Pride, where we had to like show the report card, and he bragged about the spelling bee, and our HP went down and up, and it was a little interesting. We then met the cafe Matt, right? Matt was the cafe guy.
Yes. Yep.
Right. Kind of very like cool, but at the same time also very nervous and flustered a little bit. Then I think we met the ultra church dad, who was Joseph.
Yep.
Who was a youth pastor down the street. And we got kind of the maybe the judgmental vibes from him a little bit, maybe.
And his creepy children, yes.
And his very creepy 3 children that are all identical and look exactly like him. So we met him. And then we met
Craig, the bro with the baby.
Who's my favorite so far. Craig, who we knew in college. We knew Craig in college, and he now has a baby.
Keg stand Craig.
That's right. Keg Stand Craig, they used to call him. Only now they're calling him Crib Stand Craig, if you know what I mean,
Hell
because
yeah.
he's got a baby, and he I really enjoyed him. Um, and I think after him we met
Robert.
oh
Bad boy. The
ooh,
bad
Robert.
boy, Robert.
Yes, we met him at a bar, a sports themed bar, and we got a little slutty with Robert, didn't we?
We we
Yep,
we we shelled out on the first date.
we pretty
Wasn't even a
much
date.
did. Was not even
Casual
a date.
encounter.
Literally just met him at a bar, and then we allowed him to take us home and show us a good time. And yeah, then there was the goth guy who we don't really know. Oh no! I'm missing the English teacher, right?
Yes.
English teacher.
Yes.
Amanda's English teacher, to be
That's
precise.
right.
Who wants the best for Amanda, which is good. But we'll have to see where that goes. Then we met this like goth guy at the Hot Topic. But we didn't really know too much about him.
Damien. It
Damien.
was Damien's his name, but you're right. We didn't really meet him. We more saw him.
And he was a dick to the
Now,
cashier,
he
which
was
is not a good sign. Not a good sign at all.
But again, the bad boys, that could be.
Yeah, but is that bad or is that just annoying?
Well, Matt, you're going to have the opportunity to find out because
Yes.
as we resume our game here, we are, I believe, I don't know, let's hit continue here and load the most recent save. We're headed to a neighborhood cookout.
Oh.
To meet some of the daddies. It's a real dad fest here. So let's let this load.
As it loads, we get some dad tips. Eat plenty of carbs the night before a big game.
Yes, indeed. Sorry, I'm just going to adjust how I'm sharing.
We've got you're young, you have your health. Now is the time to take risks.
All right.
Here we go.
Amanda. Morning, sleepyhead.
5 more minutes.
You've never let me have 5 more minutes, so get up.
Fine. By the way, for the folks at home, our dad has the Goku's hair. Goku's
He's
hair.
a good-looking guy.
Like my displayed over here, and yeah, he sounds like an Arkansas trucker. At least that's the voice I gave him in my head. So he's got the anime eyes, the anime hair. He's jacked too. He's got a great looking bod. All right. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase.
So, you excited for the cookout today? Options. Excited to beef up my grilling skills. If there's food, I'm excited, or eh.
If there's food, I'm excited. I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties.
Yeah, those are bad.
Which means that there are more for me.
Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood?
I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me.
Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly.
Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late.
What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time?
You know what? We're going early just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates, huh? Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms wide open. Who did Joseph's voice last time?
That was you.
That was me?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome. I'm so glad you two are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Didn't you already do this? Kids.
You didn't. Yeah, you kind of just awkwardly met his kids on the street. He wasn't
Oh,
there.
right. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest.
Hi.
This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing. Ooh, his expression changed. Did you notice that?
I did.
Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Oh, maybe Mary put him in his crib. Okay, so Krish is a little baby. Oh, what a twist. Wow. It's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here? Now, this is the woman that saw us flirting and eventually going home with...
Oh, man.
Whose name?
Robert.
With Robert, yes. But also remember, she was really sloppy and tried to get us to buy her a drink.
We could have hooked up with her. We had the option.
We did, which would have made this a very funny and awkward situation. Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek and she smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed?
I'll have to go look for him.
What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Elron, and his daughter, Amanda.
And his... Okay, never mind. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her.
Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time.
Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now.
Mary leaves. Oh, God, this is awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor, but please, yes, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you.
Wink.
Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have to make any friends.
Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school?
But I don't want to have to do pleasantries.
Dad.
They're going to talk about the weather.
Go, do it, make a friend.
But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's just bad parenting.
Sort of like how you abandoned me the other night to hook up with that random dude? No, she didn't say that. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye.
Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around at the party, and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Oh, dang, Robert's here? Oh, didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher?
All these people know each other.
Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second. All of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. It's almost like this is a setup or a
Yeah, something's
simulation.
going on. But the good news is, Matt, we get to talk to them. So would you like to talk to Robert and Brian? Talk to Matt, Hugo, and Craig? Talk to Joseph and Damien? Or have a burger?
Oh, luckily we can knock the third option right out. We don't want to. I don't want. Those are
No,
the
an
two people
odd
I at least want to
combination.
talk to. Yeah, it is an odd combination. Um, I think I'm most inclined to probably take the middle option.
Matt, Hugo, and Craig.
Matt, Hugo, and Craig. Yeah. How
All
about you?
right.
What do you think? Oh,
That's
okay.
fine. Listen, we're going with it.
Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in a intense discussion while Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello.
This is you. You're the teacher.
Well, I don't think it's. I'm trying to remember how I did him. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they are a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place, and to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period, and compare it to postmodernism in America, well, you're completely disregarding the context in which the work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leads in.
Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Do you talk to Craig or listen in on Matt and Hugo?
What do you think we should do? I think maybe talk to Craig.
I back that up. We
I
should
think
talk
Matt
to
and
Craig.
Hugo's conversation's beyond us. I turn my attention to Craig, who seems a little more attentive to my existence. How'd resistance training go the other day?
Great. Little River here is a great cheerleader. Ain't you, tiny bro?
Craig grabs River's arms and waves him around.
You can do it, Dad. I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry for pooping on you.
Oh, she must be such a handful at that age.
Oh, they always are. But it's so worth it.
Craig grabs River's arms again and waves them around.
Also, I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad. How you settling in? Is your answer almost done? The new place is perfect. I never get too comfortable.
I never get too comfortable. You never know when they're coming. I can't get too cozy in any one place. I need to have a go bag near me at all times. Burner phone, hair dye, fake passport, you know the deal.
Uh, Stay on your toes, bro.
Elron, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly.
Oi, seems like your daughter's fitting in just fine.
Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and other young girls are playing. They're all sitting cross legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us.
Oi, what is it, sweetheart? Oh, you get to pick up a new one.
It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it.
Oi, well, there's only one way to find out.
Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head.
Am I cool now?
The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on.
Oi, ha! Hey, Elrond, this is my daughter.
Hello. I'm Carmen Sita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow.
Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends.
Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember that cool barista from the coffee shop? And my old college friend and your teacher?
Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Yep. Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper?
Ha ha ha! Great seeing you.
Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ.
My girl.
She learned that finger gun move from me, you know. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Also, sons do exist in this universe.
Well, yeah, Joseph has 3 of them.
Oh, that's true.
Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide. Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette.
Nope.
I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Oi, man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard.
That's awesome.
In the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. Oi, then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard too.
Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey, everybody, I'm sorry about that. Elron, this is my son Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently.
Pip pip cheerio.
Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in?
Does it matter?
Ernest.
Okay, I'm in the 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know.
Yeah, good for you.
Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Ernest!
Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you.
Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough go of it. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it.
I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Oi, honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad?
What? I'm cool as a cucumber. I don't even know what my profession is.
Do I have a job?
How I can afford to live in this cul-de-sac.
Must be the settlement from my husband being murdered. Oi, see that right there? You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. Oi, but for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know. Oi, I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed, baby, you're doomed.
Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm pretty cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda! 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 I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps on laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work like that. I mean, look at me and Ernest.
That's what I love about this game, Matt, is, it's not just about fun. We're learning life lessons.
Mm. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways, mate.
Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, Elron. Please, go and meet some of the other people around the neighborhood.
Maybe this is just a theory, but it is weird how many single dads there are in this neighborhood.
And they all
Is
happen
there
to have kids.
do you think there's like a serial killer who targets like the spouses of like good looking gay dads? The gay dad
maybe,
killer
maybe we'll find out. If there is one, I bet it's Damien
is Joseph.
or Joseph. No, it's almost definitely Joseph.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's behind it.
he's
Now,
definitely behind it.
Matt, do you want to talk to Robert and Brian, talk to Joseph and Damien, or have a burger?
All I'm saying is, if there's an opportunity to get to Joseph's basement, I bet that's where we'll find the bodies.
Take it.
I think maybe we should talk to Joseph and Damien now.
I think we're going to talk to all of them eventually.
I don't know. Yeah, it seems like we'll get to all of them eventually. Let's just get this over with. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Goth and Beyond behind the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I wander over to them. So, I'm curious. Can you walk me through why you had your entire house painted black?
Now, I did Damien for one sentence last week, so it may take me a bit to get this one down, but stick with me here. Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly.
Wow. That's like
it's like drunk Borat.
I was gonna say it's like
it's a sloppier Borat, if that's possible.
Wow, it's like Borat mixed with Werner Herzog, and then beat over the head with the sandal.
Yeah, with a concussion
many times with a severe concussion. I like it though. That's definitely an interesting choice.
Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode.
It would be like if Werner Herzog lived in Russia for many years and then got like mouth cancer.
Right.
That's kind of.
I'm going to clean it up. Give me some time. I'm going to work.
All right, Elron. I was just having a conversation with Damien over here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical look.
How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, why do you talk like that, Damien? May I ask? Are you okay?
Is your jaw broken?
You need to see a doctor. We haven't met a sexy doctor, Dad, yet, but I bet if you go over to the next cul-de-sac, we could find you one. I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red.
Sorry, the cat knocked over the lights.
Cat got your mic?
I got the light.
Cat got your light.
I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the Goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for gentlemen to act. I'm kind of doing a little bit. You ever watched The Terminal with Tom Hanks?
Oh, yes.
I'm kind of doing the bad Tom Hanks impression from Krakosia. Yeah.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to area?
Yes, as a matter of fact, my daughter and I just moved in here the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond.
Very nice. Good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle?
I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who is hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Hey, Amanda, would you consider yourself to be a goth? Amanda yells back.
I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as a twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Bats are cool, though. Aw, piety.
Are you enjoying the party so far? Definitely don't look in my basement. I mean, stay out in the backyard. Just don't go
Damien's the only
inside
one
the
allowed in
house.
my basement.
Oh, definitely. Thank you so much for putting this on, Joseph. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Just please don't ask me to join your church again. I'm not interested. I've said that many times. Amanda walks up to
God
the
has only
conversation.
betrayed me. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, me dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch at your service. I'm also doing a little bit of Gru from Despicable Me. A little
I
bit
hear
of
that
Steve
now.
Carell. Yeah.
Yeah. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to
Gross.
Amanda.
Boo. She's a child.
Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy.
My, do you know how to treat a lady? That's because I've been cursed with immortality for the last 1,000 years. No.
Did you know
Hello, Amanda.
in year 1532 it would be very common for 18-year-old to marry a 653-year-old? Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison?
Hey, won't you come play with
Play
us?
with us?
Uh,
Come
come
play
play with
with
us
us forever.
forever.
We got to work on that. Guys, enough with that creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. We worked it out in therapy. I mean, at
I'm the one who
church.
taught you how to do it, but still.
Christian and Christy slowly back away.
Where do you think they got that from?
Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I have no idea. Mary takes a long sip of the wine.
I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows?
She takes another sip of the wine. Where's Krish?
Wasn't he with you?
You had him a moment ago.
He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be all right. Toddlers are pretty resilient.
Mary tips her glass to me.
Ain't my first time to the rodeo. Wink. It's my fourth. I've squeezed 4 little.
Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great.
I'm sure he's fine.
Mary?
Okay, jeez.
Mary finishes her wine and wanders off.
This is the best party I've ever been to.
This is pretty great.
Oh, shit!
Who was Lucian?
This was the kid who was giving us shit at the school.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, punk. All right, so I'm assuming
Dad,
this is going to be the goth guy's son. Mm-hmm.
Lucian, have I introduced you to Elrond yet? Also, I don't know why you have no crazy accent like your father.
Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. It's almost like everybody I've met in the last 3 days is at this party.
This town is twisted, man.
I remember you.
Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite.
Yes, be polite. For In old country, you would have been tied to stake and
That's what
lit
I
on
was going
fire.
for. That if I could do that.
In
Oh
old
man, I should
country,
not pick ones I can't do.
we would have tied you to
The problem is
horse
I'm on my
cart.
6th voice.
We would have tied you to
I've done
horse
everything.
cart. We would have pulled you apart.
Oh, you're
And
so
we would
good.
have
Now I regret
we
doing
would
it.
have picked your entrails and how do you say made them to borscht.
Whatever, sir.
Lucian bows again.
Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir?
Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian? Because you know in
Yeah.
Romans chapter 2, verse 6, it says
Look that the two veggie. Okay, you know what? Now you've really thrown me off. Now you've psyched me out. Let's try.
Like that two veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as blood lappers.
Is that better? Dad.
That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from under his sleeve. I can't believe I never noticed it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor.
It's kind of weird that you can recognize that, but okay. Whoa, is that a tattoo?
Yep. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know.
That is cool. You want to see mine?
What?
Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. Oh, Joseph's going to flip his lid here.
My buddy gave me a stick and a poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good.
Lucian, why would you get 999 tattooed on your arm? We'll talk about this later.
That's pretty cool. What's the significance of that tattoo?
I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. It's the only number I know.
Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible in hand. I wonder what he did before preaching. The anchor on his arm might be a dead giveaway.
Might be a clue. Matt, now we finished with those guys. We're going to talk to Robert and Brian, or we're going to have a burger.
Let's. What do you think? Should we take a burger break?
I think that's fine. Again, I think we'll end up with all of them. So let's take a burger break.
Yeah.
Get to know Joseph a little bit more.
And without further ado, let's work some magic. Except magic is an affront against God. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula high in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? Well, sailor, I'll show you a thing or two. He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side, one after another. The dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique.
You probably didn't know this, Elron, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrill-leavable. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Oi, let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him.
Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist?
So many puns.
I've never seen him make a mistake.
Okay, we need to stop this. It's getting too cheesy.
Matt, I think I can barely hear you now out of your microphone. Did you unplug it when you moved your computer?
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second.
Yeah, you're like incredibly soft.
Let me readjust. Better? Hello?
Yeah,
Hey,
no, I can
I'm
hear
not
you, but
plugged
it's
in.
like,
I'm not plugged in.
yeah, that's I figured.
Give me a second here.
It's high tech stuff.
Better? Better? Whoops.
Nope,
Hello? Oh, hello?
nope. Still nothing. Uh,
Hello? Hello?
nope. You're still not coming out of the right. Why don't we take a break here and we'll come back with more Dream Daddy.